Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Today's video consists of things to do in Northeast Philly. If you like this video or any other of my content, don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, the Tacony Bridge, completed in 1929. Right here in the water, what you see is the old foundation for the dock that was there when it used to be the ferry to take people back and forth. But that was before the bridge was completed. Two ferries, the Tacony and the Palmyra, ran from 6 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Delaware River Trail. Started right here by Pennypack Park, make its way up. Right here around the midpoint is where we're at. And we'll stop here in Pleasent. A portion of the trail is already complete, but they're still building it. It'll connect the city along the river. Here's some things you can see around here too. You know, Tacony is a pretty historic area. Just the river trail though. You can come ride your bikes, all that good stuff. We are at our first stop. This is Pleasant Park and the fish hatcheries. This place was originally opened in 1904 and then was closed down at some point. And then the city took it as a park and rebuilt it. And now here we are today. And the hatchery is still stocked with fish. You can come feed them and all that such. See, it was revitalized in 2012. That's when they turned it into the park it is now. Use a lot of geese and ducks in the water here, but I guess they're out on the river right now. Catch and release only. Wherever you catch them, make sure you throw it back out there. This is a 35-acre park located in Northeast Philadelphia. Pleasant Park also has a nice playground. It's pretty well maintained, it's clean, and it's right by the river. There's also a boat launch right there too. The prison was first opened in 1896 as a response to the overcrowding of Philadelphia's Moyamensing prison. The design of this prison was directly inspired by Eastern State Penitentiary's hub and spoke design. This place is very controversial as there was a lot of biochemical and pharmaceutical tests that were done on the inmates here on their skin. There's actually a book written about this prison called Acres and Skin. So check that book out and see the controversial stuff that happened within the walls of this prison that you see right here. 1947, there was a prison escape here by Willie Sutton. He was here serving a life sentence, but him and a few other prisoners dressed as prison guards and quickly went over the walls. They were never captured. Here we're about to cross will be considered the oldest surviving roadway bridge in the United States, built in 1697. The original portions are the pieces below. You know, as time goes on, they have to modernize the road. So modern road atop and old bridge below. The original name for this bridge was the King's Highway Bridge. Now it's known as the Frankford Avenue Creek Bridge. This bridge hosted a lot of notable travelers. One to say, for example, is George Washington. He crossed this bridge on his way to his first inauguration, built in 1697, the oldest bridge in the U.S. Pennypack Park. Years ago, this area here would have been inhabited by the Lenape Indians. They're the ones that even named this place. The name Pennypack derives from one of their words, which pretty much translates to still water or dead water. Basically, the water here doesn't have that much current. It's moving real slow, so that's how the name was coined. Let's continue our walk on the trail. The water here overall is pretty shallow, but there's a few places where the water gets to a couple feet, and that's the areas that are pretty popular for people to go swimming at. One problem though about here is a lot of people come here, do a lot of drinking and partying, and they throw the bottles in the water, so there's a lot of glass in there. So that's one thing people gotta do. Respect nature and clean up your mess when you come to places like this. It's not that hard. Train bridge. A little less than half mile on the trail, you come across this. More than 150 different species of nesting and migrating birds call this park home at some point of the year. Many historic structures still remain within the park, the oldest being the King's Highway Bridge, which was seen when we first came in. This is basically the main area here. A lot of times in the summertime, you see a lot of people there out there on a little beach, partying, swimming in the water. Pennypack first became a park in 1905. It covers 1,600 acres of land, so there's plenty to explore while here. Back off the trail onto the main area. There's a paved road that goes straight through the whole park. You can walk up that and find different trails to walk off to, or just walk through the park. Just walking up there along that ridge. Here's the Pennypack Beach, you can call it, I guess. During the summertime, this whole thing is filled up. People are out here like at the actual beach. Music playing, barbecues going. Sometimes the cities will come and shut it down, but people always come back. Let's see how I got the name. See, for the most part, the water's so still. It is moving, but at a very slow rate. On these rocks, I always see a lot of people out here sitting here fishing. So this must be a pretty popular spot for it within the park. Once you're in here, you don't hear no more cars. All you hear is the birds chirping and the water. Just relaxing. Someone's back here doing voodoo. We got someone living down here. Northeast, one spot I recommend for lunch is Finks Hoagies. You guys should check it out. It's veteran owned right here on Princeton and Torresdale. They use the top-notch ingredients and the best bread. You guys gotta check it out. It's really good.